Hello and welcome all. Welcome to BellowD Gaming and welcome to another action Taimanin video. On this video, we will discuss Francis's green build, basically using her Wild West version. So yeah, besides the costume, guys, we are basically using her weapon. Yeah, this one, the revolving bat, and her supporter here. Where is it? Wild West Francis. So yeah, this is basically revolving around that build. And yeah, guys, when you get the weapon of Francis, if you are really gonna main Francis, guys, I highly suggest you need to pull for this at least 5 out of 5 or get this 5 out of 5 later on if you don't have enough gems or items to actually make this 5 out of 5. I got this plus 15 as well because yeah, I built Francis to be a powerhouse. The gems are not the gems, but the megatamas are not perfect. But yeah, either way, it doesn't matter because Francis does a ton of damage with her skill alone, and she will actually do well with that one. All right, so what's the passive of this weapon? Gets tipsy after using a skill. Duration of intoxicate is extended by 5 seconds. Basic attacks while intoxicated have 100% chance to deal 300% damage. And this is the main reason why you actually need this to be at 5 out of 5. The 100% damage, the 100% chance to deal 300% damage. That is so strong, guys. You will do about nearly 500,000 damage if you have this 5 out of 5 or plus 15. So like I said, guys, you will do a ton of damage or millions of damage with this one, and you can kill bosses instantly. So yeah, this is a must-have 5 out of 5. And the main reason why this is basically great for Francis because yeah, Francis's main weakness is that her tipsy basically, after using a skill, she needs to use Onigoroshi. Onigoroshi will actually give her tipsy, and then that's it. But with this, whenever she does a skill, she goes tipsy immediately, so she can stack her, tipsy and go intoxicate and go berserk immediately. And with her base skill, her intoxicate is just, or let's just say berserk mode will be just 5 seconds. With this weapon, it will be extended for another 5 seconds. Basically 10 seconds she is going berserk, and she does a ton of damage, and that is really strong. The only con on that one is because when she is on berserk, you cannot use any other skills, you cannot use your supporter, and yeah, basically she's a sitting duck when she goes berserk. She will take all the damage, and even if she's already dead, she will still keep on fighting. After the berserk, she will fall and then boom, dead or knocked out. In the case of action Taimanin. So yeah, basically she's not really a glass cannon, more like a basically she's defenseless, and that's the main reason why if we're gonna build her with the supporters here, seen here, yeah. Before we go to the main supporter, the Wild West Francis one, yeah, we will discuss Yashuyama Yachio. I hope, guys, you actually got her because yeah, this one will consume 10% of your particles every 10 seconds to restore max HP to yourself and an ally character. Not applied when there's not enough particles, and this passive will actually help her to heal when she is actually healing. You might not be able to use an ultimate, but it doesn't matter because of her damage output. The main reason why you need this is because her, pretty much her damage out, because she might get damage when she is doing, her intoxicate or berserk mode. So yeah, she's not a glass cannon, more like a, defenseless cannon. She doesn't have any defense, so she needs a little bit of healing. So yeah, and we have Sawawashi Ichika here, or Ichika. Increase damage dealt with melee attacks by 30% and reduce damage taken from poisoned enemies by 30%. The main crux here is to get, the increased damage dealt with melee attacks with 30%. So yeah, more damage, the better with Francis. And now we go on to the Wild West Francis. Increased damage dealt with melee attacks by 20%, so you got another 20% damage. Increase speed by 2% for 8 seconds. It will stack up to 2 times. Activates every 3 seconds, which is good. You will get a speed buff and an attack buff with, melee attacks, with Francis as well. This is actually good for others characters as well, for attack speed up with green build and melee attacks as well. Passive, when hit, there's a 40% chance to reset. The longest remaining cooldown time activates every 3 seconds. So you can basically spam skills every 3 seconds. So cooldown, oh, okay, boom, there you go. But in my opinion, this supporter can be used even at 1 out of 5. The one that needs to be 5 out of 5 is her weapon. Active skill continuously fires a pistol that deals damage equal to 420% of attack and stun attacks, and gains 5% stack up tipsy. This is basically for Francis only. So the active skill is actually good, just stunning enemies and continuously attacking enemies. But here, the crux here is the tipsy stack. This is basically made for Francis, the tipsy stack. So pretty much this supporter is made for the tipsy, but it still benefits, other characters as well for just the regular active skill and the passive skills as well. So it's good, but this benefits Francis a little bit more. The only problem, like I said, guys, when you are maxed out on tipsy, you will go intoxicate, you will go berserk, and you are pretty much defenseless because, yeah, if you are gonna get mobbed, she will still take damage. So you need a little bit of shielding. So like I said, you need an alternate supporter for this one. So if you are not going to use the Wild West Francis, I highly suggest, guys, get a shielding supporter like Yuno. Where is she? There she is. This will be the build here for this one. Yuno, who's this? Yuno, and who's this? Yachio, and Sawashishi Ichika, or any other supporter that actually increases, either healing or particle gain. This will actually work as well. So yeah, that's it. And we're gonna go now to the skills. We got heart catch. So as per usual, we need to move my VTuber avatar here. Okay, so you guys can see it. And as seen there, conjures handcuffs and pulls enemies towards her. Knockback and pulled enemies. Increase damage by 10% for 10 seconds. So you got a damage increase. Increase attack range by 30%, which you will get more AoE. And increases critical damage by 250%, and you will gain super armor on this one. So basically, she is armored here, and she will not be interrupted with this skill. Really strong skill, but like I said, if she gets attacked, she will still take in damage. That's the main reason why I highly suggest, if you don't have the Wild West one, get a shielding supporter like for the green build for her. Alright, the other one is basically Demon Render. The main reason why we have this set to main with green is because of the increased damage by 10% for 5 seconds. And more damage, the better with Francis. The more damage, and more damage. You can actually use Raging Shooten as well for increased damage by 20% for 10 seconds. But yeah, for 10 seconds. But in my opinion, the best one is, Demon Render, because you can just, do this again, and it only has a 8-second cooldown against a 10-second cooldown. And this one leaves you a little bit wide open with the Raging Shoten. So yeah. So if this leaves you wide open, Demon Render, you are a little bit more safe. So in my opinion, use Demon Render. But if you're going to go for Raging Shoten, why not? For the increase. It will depend on your gameplay. Alright. And last but not least, if you have the... No, not yet. If you have the third skill, Onigoroshi. Basically becomes tipsy and deals additional attack by throwing a cup. Increase HP restoration of tipsy by 1%. So you will have an increased 1% of tipsy restoration, which is always good to actually have because, yes, more health, the better. All right, more HP gain. And last but not least, like I said, if you got the fourth skill slot, I have here Spirit Slay. The main reason why I use Spirit Slay is because not by the AoE attack at the end, because of the increased damage 10% and another increased damage by 20% and the increased particle charge amount. The main reason why I need this is for damage and more damage again, and increased particle amount for the supporter here, Yachio, to actually gain particles and heal every 10 seconds. All right, so with that being said, guys, let's go on with the gameplay. Alrighty, guys. So yeah, we are now on the gameplay segment, and yeah, guys, the sweet spot here on the gameplay, because I always go gameplay with tower. We either go 74 or 75. But yeah, Tower 75 is basically, the sweet spot if you really want to see your character, if she's really strong enough to actually, go ahead and fight a higher level tower. 74 is the sweet spot, the other sweet spot to actually test your character, because it's the quote unquote fair tower where you only have one boss. In 75, yeah, you're gonna get a mob or gangbanged by three bosses, basically Yuki, Rinko, and Sakura. And yeah, we have Francis right here. And pretty much, yeah, you just need to time everything because, yeah, she's very strong against regular enemies. But if enemies will mob her while she is intoxicated or she is on berserk, she basically, yeah, she needs that healing or shielding. So yeah, that's basically timing. You really need to time Francis on that one. But yeah, she's still unga bunga, easy to use. But yeah, there's a little bit of timing when you really need to use her intoxicate. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's do this on the gameplay. Alrighty, there's Francis, and yeah, let's see. You just need a little bit of timing on this one because yeah, she's really strong against enemies, and yeah, basically solo bosses. But when it comes to bosses, multiple bosses, yeah, she's gonna have a little bit of a hard time on this one. But either way, right? Yeah, we just really need to time our, stuff here, our skills, and when we go tipsy. Uh-oh. Boop. Okay, get out of there. Okay, boop. There we go. Tipsy time. I'm losing HP, but yeah, I'm gaining HP as well. And there we go. Dead. Yeah. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it on Francis, guys. Alright, guys, alright. So yeah, future BD here. I do have Francis here with another build. I have Yunu here for shielding. And yeah, we're gonna try Tower 75 again with this one before we actually end the video. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Here's Francis again. And yeah, let's see the survivability with shielding and whatnot. Will this work better? Or will this be, a little bit more risky, quote unquote? Because yeah, like I said earlier, her green build is actually really good. But her supporter is basically to make her tipsy. Let's go berserk immediately. Unlike, with this one, yeah, she actually has shielding. And she has a quote unquote help from, yeah, basically defensive, a defensive help. Uh-oh, I'm getting hit. Uh-oh. There we go. Boom. Okay, 3 tipsies. Get the shielding up. Go berserk. And yeah, look at that. My HP is not getting drained, guys, unlike before. And yeah, this is basically the best build for her, in my opinion, because yeah, I'd rather have shielding rather than, there we go, dead Yuki. There we go. So yeah, like I said, guys, it's better to have shielding with Francis when she goes berserk. So you just need to time it. Do the shielding first before you actually have, the tipsy at max and she gets intoxicate. So shield first, then go intoxicate. So yeah, all right, let's go back, guys. So yeah, what can I say to her? Yeah, she's strong on green build with her build, but yeah, it's much better to actually have shielding with her rather than anything else because yeah, shielding will actually help her. Her supporter is actually good if you are gonna go for PvE only, dailies, events, and yeah, but end game content like this tower, yeah, her supporter will actually be more of a, yeah. It won't help. Shielding will help more. Like And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yuno will help her more if you're gonna go for green build. If you're gonna go for red build, yes, it will help more. And like said earlier, guys, any build works with Francis with her weapon because this weapon is basically the buff she needed for her. So I can rank Francis still as A plus tier with this buff because yeah, intoxicate will actually won't be quote unquote that good if you don't build her to destroy everything. She will need some healing as per usual. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. As always, take care, stay safe, like, comment, and subscribe for more anime and gaming content. And thank you very much to my members and subscribers. You guys are all awesome. Take care, guys. Bye bye.